everyone, I'm Manna. This is Momo. Maru, Arya, and Loki are all behind me on the bed, snuggled up together. Fuck it, I gotta take a picture of this so you guys can see it. Oh, Arya and Loki are holding hands. Okay, well, you guys are gonna enjoy that picture when I edit it in. Okay, and we're back with some more of the letter. When we last left off, we did our photo shoot and interview for luxury homes with Zach. Sorry, I lost my train of thought while I was doing that. So real quick, we'll get our new stuff here. Something new for October 21st. During the open house, Hannah pressured the estate agent to sell her the mansion. The Wrights also met their interior designer, but displeased with her husband's flirtatious attitude, a disagreement brewed during the ride home. Inevitably, they ended up sleeping in different bedrooms that night. Oh, I must have missed that one. I swore it said there was something new over here. Hannah met Zachary Steele, a freelance photographer from Luxury Living, an interior design magazine. Zachary was tasked to interview Hannah and take pictures of the mansion and its new owners. What should have been a professional meeting ended up being friendly and perhaps too personal. Okay. And then our relationship with Zach shot down. Got it. Okay. Well, let's jump back in. Entering the dining hall causes me so much confusion. It is dark. For a moment I thought the electric work is not up to par. But that clearly is not the case, as every other room is bright with artificial light. Finding the light switch is a monumental task, considering the size and my unfamiliarity with the room. To make matters worse, the darkness grants the room a different atmosphere, eerie, frightening. It takes longer than I thought to find the switch, something that will have to be rectified later on. My skin starts to prickle, and there is the distinct feeling of being watched. It unsettles me, and only spurs me on in my search. And when I do open the lights, there's a hiss.
I'll turn the lights down, woman!
Ah, absinthe. There, at the end of the hall, is my beloved husband with his face in one hand and a glass in the other. Perhaps I can let it go if it's only one glass of wine. However, I feel myself go livid after seeing the toxic green liquid gleam mockingly at me.
Luke, what? Are you drinking absinthe?
I've never had absinthe.
You know what the doctor said. Absinthe, Luke. Are you actively trying to kill yourself? Because if you are, we can just hit you with a bloody car.
Honeybee, buttercup, not too loud, please.
Or push you off the balcony.
Besides, it's Lelouch, not too strong. Just hair of the dog that bit me.
That's one hell of a dog.
Helps with the hangover, dearest.
Hang you over this balcony.
You drank? When?
This morning, love. Don't be mad.
And this afternoon, and this evening, and tonight.
I just needed a few drinks, having to deal with those simpletons. And maybe I had one too much. You don't see me whinging about you leaving me to handle them on my own.
I had to attend the photo shoot and interview with Luxury Living. You know that. Let's not make this about me, Luke. This is about you and your drinking problem and...
Oh, I don't know, Hannah, darling. What if my drinking problem, as you like to call it, is linked to you? If we think about it that way, this discussion is about you. That was pretty mean of you, leaving me alone to do all the work like that. You can't use the interview as an excuse either, honey. I was informed the moment your little interview was done. So, what was it then, What were you doing?
What's it gonna be? Should I tell the truth or should I tell a little lie? Well, I think I told the truth last time. Tending the
I was
gardens.
just tending to the garden, sweetie.
You were?
For a moment, he looks skeptical. I can tell by the gleam in his eyes and the way he sits up in attention. He thinks I'm lying. But I see no point in bringing up Zachary and aggravating him. I did tend to the gardens for a bit, so it's not a complete lie. Just a little wet lie. Besides, I know how to please him. Sauntering over and circling round him, I place my fingers on his shoulders. He lets out a little groan before melting like butter as I massage his shoulders.
Mm-hmm. I had to make sure they didn't ruin your favorite daffodils.
Oh, that is wonderful.
I'm not sure if he means the massage or the flowers, but I'll take it. This is better than a fight.
So, absinthe.
Just one glass. Loosh.
I suppose I can let this one go. A bit too late anyway, you've already drank half the thing. But remember your doctor's orders.
Yes, I'll try to drink less.
Let him drink himself to death and collect the life insurance at this point. Like, just let it fucking happen. If he's not gonna fucking take care of himself and try not to be a complete and total douche canoe to you and everyone around him, let him drink himself to death. Let him do it. Let him fucking do it. If he don't want to help himself, let him fucking do it.
Try.
Hey, I'm only human.
Do or do not, there is no try. I hate Star Wars, and yet here I am fucking quoting it.
Do you want one?
No. I want
No,
you to go
thank
fuck
you.
yourself. Supper is spent in silence with nothing but the occasional sound of silverware. A grand feast has been served. Well, grander than usual anyway, most likely due to Luke's complaints of stress. A platter of native oysters for starters, a tranche of turbot with purple sprouting broccoli, lemon, capers, and anchovy sauce for mains. Ew. To finish it off, black tea and golden syrup sponge pudding with custard. Okay, that sounds delightful. I'll have that. When our appetites are appeased and the plates are cleared away, Luke stands, kisses me goodnight, and leaves me to stare at my half-empty cup. Lonely in the lull of night, I sit in a house too big and too empty, foreign and unwelcoming. Even with its warm tone and homey decor, it feels cold. There is no need for tears, however. I know I can get through this like every other obstacle I have faced before. This is a minor setback in what I hope will be a long and happy life. To remind myself that this place is for Luke and for our future children fills me with a renewed vigor. For your children's sake, I hope their father is not Luke, because he is a piece of shit. Besides, it looks like someone is having a cry already. Wait a minute. The wailing is far away and muffled. You should be concerned by that. Yet at the same time, it shakes me to my very core as I hear it. As if the suffering is just standing right beside me, because it is. Hearing it sends a chill down my spine and makes my skin prickle with goosebumps. Who is that? Curiosity sinks in as I follow the sorrowful sound into the kitchen. Do I get Hannah killed? Probably. And into the wine cellar hatch.
Hello? Is anybody down there?
I'm curious and concerned, but there is no way I'm going down into a dark and humid underground. I'm not as enthusiastic as Luke, who considers himself quite the connoisseur. However, I also cannot bring myself to go to bed with this racket going on. If it is one of the household help, they will surely need some talking. After all, this wouldn't be the first time I've gone and found one of the maids sobbing their eyes out over one thing or another. As professional as our staff are, they are still human. More often than not, it was either Johannes, or I would calm them down, who'd help them figure out how to go on about things. Unfortunately, I am not in high spirits right now, so I'm not as wholly benevolent. So I will Open the hatch, because I think I called them out last time. I don't remember. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. I may not be going down, but there's no point in talking through closed doors. Or hatches, in this case. The thing refuses to budge at first until there's a soft click, and it easily swings free. As I lift up the hatch and look down into the cellar, a sense of uneasiness washes over me. Or maybe I did open it last time, because this looks strangely familiar. Of course, she did dream about it, so. It isn't just the sudden onset of vertigo and nausea, but also the darkness. It's suffocating. And as I look down, I feel as if it's looking back at me. It feels, well, that was me. I worry that something will suddenly pull me into the deep. I can hear her whispering. Calling for me. She wants me. Needs me. She wants to drown me, pull me down, and suffocate me in her embrace until I sink to the bottom. A deep abyss awaits, inviting yet foreboding. She's calling to me from in there, isn't she? And I do want to help, I do. But the shadows threaten to creep out, and a feeling of apprehension keeps me in place. Already it paints the room in a darker light. This is like the dream all over again. There's a hook in my stomach as well. But this time it doesn't pull me back. Instead it pulls me forward. There's a lurching sensation, and the feeling that follows after is hard to explain. It feels like I'm watching myself from the sideline, a spectator to my actions or lack thereof. I will myself to snap out of this detached feeling, to move, to do anything except stare at myself. And for a moment, see the look of fear in my own face. I'm back in my body, but the hook in my stomach is no longer the only one. There are hooks everywhere, tearing and pulling at my skin, flesh and bones. They pull at me in every direction, and it hurts. It hurts so much, but I just can't bring myself to scream out.
Help me.
Ah! Oh, fuck. Fuck. I don't know where my keys are. Hey, I made it. I got an achievement. It's fine, guys. It's fine. I didn't get on a kill. Good job, me. I almost hit tab on accident because that was the only thing I saw on the screen for a second. Tab to skip QTE. Wait a minute. I don't want to do that. That's cheating. Although I did panic tap it a few times when I was streaming because I was like, oh, jeez. Oh, shit. Oops. Okay. Awake from a deep slumber. It takes a while with the fog that has settled in my head and with my heavy limbs. Soon enough, I managed to look around. I'm in her bedroom already, although I do not recall going here. Luke slumbers beside me, looking peaceful and angelic. It doesn't matter. I'm safe and I feel better than ever. Tomorrow, better days will come. Luke is already gone by the time I rise. There isn't a single hair nor hide of him to be found, and trying to call him on his mobile is a bust, as it only goes straight to his voicemail. That's twice in a row he's gone on me. And for him to disappear today of all days is every bit upsetting because of what's to come. The morning is once again filled with a whirlwind of activity. Fortunately, I am much more refreshed as I took a break from my responsibilities. I haven't the faintest clue where Luke was yesterday. Today is going to be a busy day, although unlike Wednesday, the master of the house isn't here right now, absent once again from his duties. Hopefully he'll be back in time for the party. This is our house, after all. A grand housewarming party for the wonderful Wright Mansion. Every person of importance from Luxborn is invited, and there will be a few guests flying in as well. Of course, there will be some people from the media, along with friends and acquaintances who are made no less important, regardless of their status in society. Marianne and I discussed the last-minute touches to the house before finalizing everything. Not there is much change from our original plans. Bar any huge additions to the property itself, the mansion is nearly 100% complete.
You have certainly exceeded expectations, Marianne. Everything looks so marvelous, and in such a short time, too.
Well, I can't take all of the credit. People have certainly been enthusiastic about the idea of working on the Wright mansion. There won't be any more problems unless Mr. Wright has any more objections about the second bedroom.
Luke and I had a small tiff about making the second bedroom into a child's playroom, which I insisted is completely practical. In the end, he had to acquiesce. He had to acquiesce. That feels wrong. I didn't give him any choice in the matter. I even bought this wonderful wooden crib from the antique store yesterday, including some toys. Just in case anyone brings their baby, of course. Besides, we have little need for actual guest rooms. We hardly have guests who spend the night. If we absolutely have to, we often choose to foot the bill for their visit to one of our hotels instead, always at Luke's own insistence. So you mean to tell me that this place is fucking huge and only has 2 bedrooms? What? How the fuck does it only have 2 bedrooms? Sense does not make. And on the off chance that we actually let someone stay, the bedroom in the opposite wing is still up to the task. Case in point. More rooms.
Oh, no. We proceed with that room as planned. I already agreed to him having his greenhouse and his vineyard and his stables. He may as well let me have this one thing.
No, I did not agree to him having a helipad.
All right, then. Well, do we have any other concerns? Anything we need to put on our agenda before the party commences?
No, I don't think so. Not unless Luke has anything else to say.
Well, he's not here, so speak now or forever hold your peace, bitch!
Is he around then? It'd be best if we can note down his request right away, considering the scope of his usual ones.
Around? No. Where is he? Who knows where? I don't.
No, he's not around.
She didn't have to point out the obvious now, did she? After 7 long years, I'd already gotten used to him. I should be by now. Still not, apparently.
But don't you have a party?
I want nothing more than to complain, to whinge about how unfair this is. However, airing out one's dirty laundry is simply taboo among high society. To do so will make you a ripe target for the next dinner party chit-chat. Vultures, the lot of them, really. Or most of them, at least. There are always good ones like Rochelle Lee. But put your trust in the wrong person and you'll find yourself eagerly picked apart.
Yes. But Luke's just being a sweetie, you see. That friend he's visiting, he's having marital problems and he's just trying to cheer him up.
Perhaps I'm being a bit too rash, a bit too hot-headed, in divulging details, but I thought myself clever with the plan to dress it up as gossip. Marianne's raised brow makes me unsure whether she is interested or not. Although that does make things better if she has no interest and therefore has no hidden intent to utilize whatever I might say to her.
They've been married for a long time and they've hit a... how do they say it? A rough patch. His wife has a drinking problem and can be very neglectful. The poor thing really does his best to be a good husband. But it's never enough for her. Sometimes I think it's the years. Maybe it's been so long that they've lost that romantic spark.
Way to, talk about your own relationship there, sweetheart.
What do you think?
What do I think of the matter, ma'am?
No, what do you think of my hair? It feels so lifeless and dull today, and that's no good for a party. And I think I'm breaking out into zits.
Now that you mention it, there is something different.
There better not be something on my face.
I wouldn't worry about that. You do look a little paler than usual, ma'am. I apologise if I'm crossing any lines here, but have you been resting properly?
Huh. You'd think I get a bit tanned with how sunny it's been lately. Don't you worry. I feel right as rain and never better. But back to the matter at hand.
You were asking for my personal opinion on the matter, ma'am? Do you want me to be honest, or...
I think I said be honest, so let's go with I don't know.
I don't know, Marianne. I just...
She hesitates, taking a sip of her coffee while I stare into my own cup of tea before she speaks.
Perhaps it has been the years, perhaps not. It might just be the little things that have built up all this time. It might be something big. I wouldn't know all the details. But in any case, with things like these, I've seen couples take time apart just to cool off. Sometimes they get back together in the end with lighter hearts, and sometimes they don't get back together at all, but part on better terms.
There you go. Better terms. Luke. In a casket. I mean, he's putting himself there anyway.
Speaking from experience, are we, Miss McCullough?
Well, that certainly got a rise out of her as her cheeks turn red, and she nearly chokes on her coffee.
Oh, no. Nothing like that. I'm not interested in any fella even. It's just a thing I've seen happen a few times.
What if I said the couple are very public figures? They wouldn't want to take time apart unless it was really necessary. They wouldn't want people to talk.
Well, that's a load of guff. Not to mention that makes them a bit thick, doesn't it? Forget about what other people say. That's their relationship and they should do what's best for them.
She's got a good point.
And if they point out that you're being a hypocrite and they can also disregard what you say?
Then that's their choice. I'm just saying that a break might do them good. A short time apart is better than someone trying to leg it out of the relationship or one ending up trying to murder the other out of frustration if they're even the slightest bit touched in the head.
You don't say. You don't say.
Because we don't want now, do we?
I feel like a word was skipped, but it's fine. She trails off, having said her piece, and leaves nothing but the smell of coffee and Earl Grey between us. There is a calm, despite the nature of what has just been discussed. To say that her words make me start to think is an understatement. To say that I'm not considering her advice is a lie. And to say that this might just be the calm before the storm is a possibility. Others have had shorter marriages, yes, but plenty have celebrated long and happy ones as well. My own parents celebrated their choral anniversary before they passed away. Don't know what that means. How many years is that? Why? I don't care. It's fine. But 7 years? 7 years isn't a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, and at the same time, it is. It isn't a whole lot of time to see what and where our relationship can bring us. Well, so far, severe depression. And at the same time, 7 years, well, it hasn't been entirely made up of unhappy years, has it? No, there's probably a lot of good in there. But right now, I hate Luke. It won't last forever. Not supposed to, anyway. I just dread the thought that it might last for a very long time. I dread the thought that these small spats, these little disagreements, will turn into an all-out resentment. Already has. The idea that we will grow to hate each other with every fiber of our being scares me. You already do. I can't even pinpoint the exact moment when our blissful union turned sour. It usually happens over time. It's not like a instantaneous thing. It's kind of like food spoiling. It happens over time. It's not just in an instant. When did he start to seek other women, lacking any ulterior motives? When did we start to cooperate only to suit our materialistic greed and attention-seeking ways? Money and success. Fame and glamour. Are those the only reasons we still stay together? There's a cough before Marianne clears her throat. I must have been quiet for so long, and I move to apologize when she stands up. We both end up on our feet, unsure of how to proceed. Some sort of awkward shuffle occurs as we decide whether to sit back down or not.
I really should handle what's left of the work.
You won't be attending the party? Oh, you really must, Marianne.
I'll try to stay and chat. Maybe grab a few bites and a drink, but I can't be around for the entirety of the event. My apologies. Busy, busy, busy.
You must stay a while. I'd love for you to meet some of my friends, and they're ever so excited to meet you. You need to say hello to the Lees, at least. If it wasn't for them, I'd never even heard of you.
We'll see. So, if I can be excused?
Certainly. You'll have to excuse me as well. I must attend to the party before any early birds arrive. Because, believe me, they will throw a fuss if things aren't ready, even when they're not supposed to be here until an hour later.
Okay, I'm going to call it here. And when we come back, we'll attend a party. Yay! Who doesn't love a good party? This one. Do we actually get to see the party from Hannah's perspective? I know we do from Rebecca's. I sure hope we do, otherwise this next part's going to be really fucking short and awkward. But yeah, I'm going to call it here. And when we come back, we'll go from there. We'll see if we go to a party or if we go to the next chapter. I don't remember. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys later. Remember to do something nice for a stranger today. You just might save a life. Bye!